Every year there's a rumored XXL freshman list that leaks online. It's obviously fake. I made a video exposing of the person who makes these lists that pays Instagram users a lot of money to promote it. Links in the description if you want to watch last year's fake XXL list. The reason why I'm talking about this, even though if I know it's fake, is one, because I need clickbait views, and two, I want to see if the person who made this list knows anything about the culture they're covering. So let's go through this list to see who's making it and who's not. The first artist he has is Pooh Sheisty. This man came out of nowhere, took over the rap game. Everyone's doing his ad-lib, everyone's naming themselves Sheisty, and his popular song Back in Blood has over 100 million plays. That's absolutely crazy. It's hard to find these artists like Pooh Sheisty that you just know for a fact are going to have longer careers than a popular dance on TikTok. And with artists like Lil Durk and Gucci Mane backing him up, he's not going to fail. 100% Pooh Sheisty makes the 2021 XXL freshman cover. He'll be one of the biggest names on it for sure this year. The Kid Leroy. Although you can't deny the success of the Kid Leroy, something about this pick just doesn't sit right with me. They want this man to become the next Juice WRLD. His record label is pushing him to the moon. Because Juice WRLD wasn't on XXL, is this something his record label will also want the Kid Leroy not to be a part of? I feel like XXL would be a good look for the Kid Leroy because he's big, but he's not Juice WRLD big. It's really up in the air for me until we start seeing the XXL freshman pitches, which should be out by now or should be out real soon by the time I upload this. But because of the success of 24K Golden's appearance on last year's cover, I think XXL would want an artist like the Kid Leroy. I'm gonna have to say I'm 50-50 with him. It's a good pick, but honestly, I just don't know. Next artist is Mori. Hopefully one of those pronunciations is correct. But this man has some pretty big cosigns by fellow North Carolinian artists like DaBaby and J. Cole. If those cosigns aren't enough to get him on this year's XXL freshman cover, XXL already has an interview with him of Who Am I? These Who Am I interviews are usually artists that are next up and they're scouting to put on the cover. So I say he has a pretty good chance of making this year's 2021 XXL freshman class, and this is a good pick. His songs are very soulful and he seems like a good dude, and that's XXL's bread and butter right there. Ian Dior. Where do I even begin with Ian Dior, right? He is not making this 2021 XXL freshman cover. A 0% chance. Let's just scratch him off the list right now. He is already massive with his blow up song last year with 24K Golden. He should have been on last year's cover if anything, but he doesn't consider himself a rapper, and XXL is all about rap, R&B. Ian Dior just isn't that, or at least he doesn't classify himself as that. SSG Kobe. I like this pick, but at the same time, it's a little too early, and next year might be a little too late. We'll have to wait and see the trajectory of his career, but he has a promising future. Unfortunately, just not a lot of material out right now. That was one of the biggest problems with Flo Milli last year not making the cover. She didn't have a big enough discography of music for XXL to be like, all right, she's established herself, let's put her on it. So although I enjoy his music, I'm gonna have to scratch him off this list and say not making it. Chef G. XXL loves New York artists. For sure there will be at least 2 New York artists on the cover this year, and Chef G deserves to be at least one of them. Last year the wave of popularity with Pop Smoke and Fabio Foreign took off, but other guys like Chef G and Sleepy Hollow were right up there with them. If any New York artist makes it this year, they don't deserve it more over Chef G. If guys like CJ make it over Chef G, yeah, that's a problem. He deserves to make it, but will he make it? I'm not so sure. J.I. the Prince of NY. When I was talking about Chef G, I said 2 New York artists at least deserve to be on this list. It's really up in the air between J.I. the Prince of NY and CJ. XXL is going to really take a hard look at CJ just because of how new he is and how popping he is. Hopefully they don't pass over guys like Chef G and J.I. the Prince of NY for an artist like CJ, where all of his songs in his project kind of sound the same. While New York has been all about the drill scene, we still have artists like J.I. who
take a more singing approach in their music. It's definitely a split between both scenes in New York, and I feel like having him on the cover would be good representation of that.
But just like with Chef G, I really feel XXL is going to overlook a lot of New York talent. Unfortunately, even though if I feel J.I. deserves it, he's probably not making it. Tusi.
Although I personally don't listen to his music, the songs that I have heard of him seem very generic. You know, they don't bring anything new to the table. They're not doing anything exciting. He is a melodic singing type of artist. I feel he has a similar fan base to an artist like Pooh Sheisty, just not as big. Name recognition wise, an artist like Tusi and an artist like Mori, who we covered earlier in this video, more people know of Tusi, most likely. They have a very similar sound at times. It wouldn't make sense to have both of these artists on the same cover unless they did a cypher together, but
if I were XXL, I would definitely pick Mori over Tusi. I feel Mori got the more, in terms of career-wise, longevity. It's a good pick, but I don't see Tusi making it.
ESTG, one of Jack Harlow's guys out of Kentucky. They've been doing a bunch of music together in the past, and you know, Jack Harlow has took him with him even after What's Poppin', so you always love to see it. But it wasn't until a song with Lil Baby where his career just started taking off. Lil Baby, apparently he got the sauce, and a song with Lil Baby means the start of a career. But because of how new ESTG's song with Lil Baby was, I don't think realistically, if they decided to put him on, the decision is already made. First of all, I don't think they would have had that foresight. And most of my favorite songs of him and some of his most popular songs from him are with another artist. He's a feature on it. So I think until he makes a standout song on his own where he's the main guy,
I'd say 50-50.
Coi Leray, she made a XXL freshman pitch like 2-3 years ago by now, and had a blow up song this year with Lil Durk. Lil Durk seems to have the sauce, just as Lil Baby. Anything he touches seemingly turns to gold this year. This is the type of explosion XXL most likely wanted to see from her before they put her on the cover, but unfortunately I feel like it's too late. I feel like she wouldn't want to be on the cover, especially from her rise to popularity in the past couple of months.
Whether she accepts or declines, this is a definite good pick.
42 Dugg had a crazy hit song with Lil Baby, and I feel like his popularity from last year has died down a lot, even though Lil Baby got the sauce. If all of your hit songs are with Lil Baby and you have nothing to stand on your own,
just like what I said with ESTG, I'd say 50-50.
And the last artist we're talking about is Snot, one of the leading front runners I feel to be on this year's XXL freshman cover. I've seen people said that he turned it down, which is untrue, just like I've seen people say the Kid Leroy has turned it down, which is also not true. The evolution of Snot's music is kind of crazy, and for this year's cover, I feel Snot and Pooh Sheisty will be two of the leading figureheads that people recognize. And it may not be as popular as prior years, but it'll have some good artists on it. There's not much else to say about him. His music speaks for himself.
So when we run it back and look at this 14th annual freshman issue, aka the fake XXL list, we could take a look and cross out who's making it and who's not. Pooh Sheisty's making it 100%. Kid Leroy I'm 50-50 on. Mori, sure, let's say 100% on him. Dior, cross his name out. SSG Kobe, nope. Chef G, I love him. I'm gonna have to say 50-50 just because I don't think that's the sound that XXL is going for. Same thing with J.I., the Prince of NY, another 50-50 artist. Tusi, we could cross his name out. ESTG 50-50. Coi Leray, I see making it. 42 Dugg 50-50, and then Snot making it. It's a pretty good fake list, not gonna lie. I'll definitely have to do my XXL 2021 freshman predictions real soon. The cover's coming up, so let me know who you got making it. Did you agree with this fake list? Did you disagree? Let's talk about it. Leave a like, subscribe, check out some of these other videos, and I'll talk to you in the next one.